Hi guys. So yesterday Sandra Brink was asking on Facebook about all our go-to hairdos when we're having lazy or bad hair days. And then she also asked me about how I do my little side roll. So I figured instead of trying to explain this via text, it might be easier to just do a little quick how-to for her. And seeing as I'm having a lazy bad hair day today, I'm gonna quickly do my go-to up style as well, and I figured I might as well include that. So here we go. First, just brush it all up into a high pony. The higher up on top of your head you can get it, the better. Oh. Try not to include your fringe. Just smooth it out as much as possible because this is really going to be what's visible. So it's the smoothing that is important. Okay, just a trusty hairband. Nice and tight. Okay, give it a bit of a... So just make sure it's nice and secure right on top. At this stage you can, if you want to be very pedantic and get a really nice result, I use a bit of a finishing wax, and you can just go and smooth to do this big poofy bun I do on the top of my head. And your hair can be quite short as long as you can get it into a bit of a pony. I started doing this when my hair was above shoulder length, and as my hair gets longer, the poofy bun just gets bigger. Okay, so now it's all just about giving it a nice back comb or a tease and doing it from the back of the pony because you want to keep the front as absolutely smooth as possible. And I'm quite rough and hard because I want it to be quite solid in the base. Ta-da! Looks fab, doesn't it? So now you're going to start molding it back into a bun. Sorry, let me just sit a bit further back. And smoothing over without losing the teasing at the base. There's no support structure or anything underneath. It's purely just teasing. I don't put any hair rats or anything underneath. And then it's just starting to shape it into place. I think that looks all right. Like I said, depending if I'm just having a lazy day or if I'm actually headed out somewhere, I'll take either more or less care in how I set it up. And then once you've combed it all to the back, I tend to have this little tail that remains. So what I do with that is I do a little twist and tuck under, and then that gets a bobby pin to fix it in place. And then just to secure it in the front, bobby pin on either side of the pony base. Also just helps to hide the hairband. I'm going to do my fringe. This is just pinned from how I slept with it last night. The tip is it does help if your fringe is already been curled or rolled previously, so I always pin it up when I go to sleep so that it will have some sort of a wave and be going in the right direction already when I want to roll it, and also that it already has some lift at the root. So if your hair isn't curled yet, it can definitely be rolled on straight hair, but it helps if it's curled. So you can always just give it a quick curl with a curling iron or a GHD. Okay, so because I'm going to roll it in that direction, again, if I tease, I will tease it underneath so that the top that's visible is as smooth as possible. Can run some finishing wax through your hair if you want to just help smooth it after your teasing as well. Okay, the tease. Okay, so again, I'm just going to brush it nice and smooth and straight. And now it's to roll. Now the trick is to not roll it in a cylinder that you can see straight through. You want to roll it in a cone shape that it's gradually opening from your scalp. So you want it to close towards the back. Sorry, let me just lean back a bit so you can see what I'm doing up here. So I'm just rolling it around about 2-3 fingers just to get the end in. And some days you roll it in one go, other times it takes a few tries to get it absolutely smooth and perfect. And then I just keep rolling, but almost rolling it at a bit of an angle. Sorry, just I'm gonna get it a bit. Roll it at a bit of an angle so that you can get that cone shape I was talking about. Okay. And then just to keep the cone in place, I normally do one pin just hidden here at the back, and then 1 or 2 if I need here in the front. And I also normally would try and pin it inside so you don't have any backs of bobby pins visible in the front. Okay, then I just use my comb if I can find it. Here we go. So always put my fingers in there to make sure it doesn't fall. And I just would smooth this side out, give it some height. There we go. Give it a quick spritz.